Hello, Earth humans and YouTube viewers. I am Blood the Pale, and this is my cooking channel where I am learning to cook human food. Today is a very special day. Human English. Human English. Human English. Soto Human English. Today is a very special day. I must first apologize. I am not accustomed to human cultures, and I did not know that it was impolite to not offer a beverage, a nice calming or soothing, relaxing beverage to those whom I've, upon first meeting them. So today I will learn to cook or prepare Earth Humans' #2 favorite drink. That is called tea. In order to do so, we must first have water that is hot. And I've turned up the human heating device here, and I have water, again, pure water from a comet that we collect. And today we will be preparing oolong tea. Again, our courier has delivered this, and there are multiple servings in here. It says that there are approximately 80 servings. There are, however, no instructions. I'm mistaken. There are instructions. It says you must first have water that is hot, and then to immerse the tea in the hot water and allow it to steep. For that process, I've acquired a silicone-based substance. On Earth it is called glass. And we have a container for the tea and a container for the hot water. As I researched the preparation of tea, there are millions of kinds of ways to prepare tea. But it is apparently important that the tea must be first washed with hot water before it is prepared. For that, I will place the tea container in this small glass so I can wash it. And here I have tea. And I will put it into the container. Now we merely need wait for our water to boil. And as is custom, I like to watch the water and tell stories as it comes to a boil. Earlier I had said that today was a very special day. It was 20 years ago today, the 1st of February, where I first tasted human Earth food. We had come on that particular day and were witness to a horrible tragedy. As we are quite often witness to horrible tragedies. It was not unheard of. However, it was particularly sad. The tragedy I'm referencing is the Columbia Space Shuttle disaster. There was a loss of all of the crew, and it was quite tragic. There was nothing that they could have done. And for the Bagnak it was not a recruiting opportunity, as there were no survivors. However, it was the first time that I had eaten Earth Human food. And the Earth Human food that our courier brought back for the crew was prepared by what they call fast food. It had come from a place with arches on it. It was not bad, it tasted very good, but I do not believe it was very healthy. And several of the members of the crew evacuated the food quite quickly. Although everyone decided, or at least stated, that it tasted very good, but it was not very nutritious and did not stick with us for very long. Ooh, there are bubbles now coming to the surface. You can hear Bagnak in the background. Today we're much closer to the heart of Bagnak, so I've turned on the dampener so that you can hear me speak. Multiple bubbles have come to the surface. For tea, we will not be bringing this water to a roaring boil. For tea, the water needs only to be brought to a mild boil, to first boil. And as I've referenced, tea is consumed by many cultures upon the earth. This is very similar to a beverage that drunk for most cultures have something similar to this. Most places that I have been to, they will have a beverage. They will typically heat water and put in a plant matter, as the water acts as a solvent for all the flavor and some of the active ingredients. Water is important for life. That's why amongst my people is customary to gather around when we heat water and tell stories, and it's a communal event. But for me, on the Bagnak, I am but one of my kind. So there is no communal gathering. Amongst the humans, I've heard it said that when one watches the water boil, it will never reach boiling. They have a phrase for it. I do not remember the specific wordage of the phrase, but apparently if you watch on Earth, if you watch water boil or attempt to watch it boil, it will not boil. Well, that's not the case on the Bagnak. On the Bagnak, we can vary our temperature and our internal pressure. So we can make water boil by simply decreasing the internal pressure of the Bagnak. That's quite hard sometimes on our crew and our hydrogenator. The hydrogenator needs a little bit of back pressure so that it will function properly, and we do not need to reset it. Again, more bubbles are forming. But yes, today is a very special day. We will remember the crew of the Columbia, the 7 Earth humans who died, and their legendary pilot. I am certain the captain would have loved to have a member of their crew join ours, but there was no opportunity. There were no survivors. Soon, this will be to the appropriate boiling point. I can hear it. I hear the bubbles forming. Soon this will be to the point. Very, very soon. It makes its own noise. There they are, the bubbles that appear for a very short time. It's exciting. The water is about to boil. As it is about to boil, it should be perfect temperature for making this beverage. That has been washed. And we'll add it to this. Oops. So from this, it smells very nice, it's pleasing. And we're to allow this to set for 2 Earth minutes, which would be 6 quartaks, approximately. I've not prepared this human dish before. I have consumed water and I've consumed other beverages like this, but this one, it smells. It is apparently quite a ritual amongst the Earth humans. This tea is preferred by almost all cultures within Earth. I will be back momentarily. when I was researching tea and how to prepare it, there are multiple sources. This is a very simple method. One thing I did learn was that tea, as it is being prepared, should never come into contact with metal. This is glass, and this is glass, and this is what Earth humans call clay or ceramic. And to stir, if need be, I have these finely crafted eating sticks from my planet. These are made from a special wood. They're extremely light, and they're extremely resilient. They do not break easy. Normally this would break and these would easily break. There's an organic material. Not very many things on the Bagnak are organic. The majority of the Bagnak is metal. Metal in forms of plastics, which I guess are organic, but not in the sense that they were once alive. Or in the sense that they were once alive a long time ago and were processed into something else. They're made of organic molecules, but not proteins. Well, typically not proteins. I do believe that would be sufficient time. And for this, we will pour into a cup. I also read that it was polite to partially fill cups for others so that their tea may cool quicker, and so that if they were wanting more, they could ask. Ooh, the tea is warm. That warms the insides. And it has a mild flavor. This is good. This is very good. I can see why it is Earth Human's second favorite beverage, next to water. From my research, tea is very good for most humans. I have not experienced caffeine. However, it may affect my species differently. So I will see. Well, it is quite good. Thank you, Earth humans and YouTube viewers, for joining me for another of my cooking adventures. Today I learned to cook tea, and I also learned that it is important to offer beverages to humans when we first meet. Additionally, today is a special day for me, as it is the 20th anniversary since I first ate human food. And it also marks the day of a great tragedy, when the Columbia space shuttle was destroyed. Total loss of crew. To those humans, we thank you for your efforts.